Hey YouTube, it's Brian with GreyWolf Towers again. So, good news, bad news, bad news. I don't know how to describe the bad news as necessarily bad news. But bad news first is I was in a car accident yesterday, so I didn't get this filmed yesterday as I planned, and I was delayed a day getting the RAM install video up. I'm okay, no serious harm, just some muscle pain and stuff like that. They call it whiplash for the layman's term. Basically some neck and back pain, but overall okay. Bigger issue was that my son was in the vehicle with me. He was showing signs of some shock and some back pain, so we went to the ER for those. Overall we're okay. Car's a little banged up but not mangled. The other cars were far worse off than mine, but I am in a lot of pain, so I'm going to keep this to a minimum. I actually thought that I had filmed this already a few minutes ago. However, apparently there was no memory card in it and didn't give me a warning, so I apologize. I'm not going to go through the entire process again, but I will point out the process and how it's done. So in this case, and I will link the exact model, it's a Corsair case. I'll link the exact model down below. It had 2 fans installed in it when I got it. One was in the rear and one was in the front. So I went ahead and removed those. It was pretty easy. In the back it was simply 4 screws, popped off, boom, done. In the front, had to pull out the front panel, pull out an air filter, 4 screws, boom, done. So no big deal. Putting in the fans, again, 4 screws, putting the wires where they go, plug the case back up. Not a big deal there. With this particular kit though, being that it is the IGO or AGO or however it's pronounced, 3-fan kit with controller. It also has a controller piece that has to be installed, so for that, on this particular one, I did have to install an extra cable into the semi-modular power supply, and I had to plug the controller and the power connector into the rear of the case where you can't see it because of the case panel. I thought that I had filmed that process, and I apologize guys. Next time around I will make sure that the memory card is in there. So yeah, and again I'm sweating because it's hot in this room. Hottest room in the house by far. Plus I've got the extra the extra lights going, so the heat goes up even higher. So, but yeah, basically for this specific enhancement I had to take off the side panel, had to pull out the power supply, add another cable, which was not hard, just took like 2 or 3 minutes. Then I had to run that cable to the controller, put the controller in a place that I wanted it, and essentially that's it. Nothing big there. So these fans are not PWM fans from the looks of it. So yeah, these fans are not PWM fans, so they do not adjust speeds. They are constant 100% fans. So they'll plug into the controller, which plugs into the power directly, and just boom, they run. No changes to settings. So it will always be 100% airflow. So the sound will always be constant. You won't have to worry about it revving up or revving down, getting quieter, getting louder. It's going to stay constant. So whatever level of sound it's at when we start it up the first time is what level it will be at. So yeah, it was a very simple process. Took me, in my hurt condition, 15 minutes. It wasn't big, wasn't bad. So simple install process. Only complaint that I have about these fans is simply that they are not PWM. I like my fans to have the PWM capability, which means that they're power management, which means that the motherboard gets connected to them at some point, and if the motherboard sensors detects that it's hot, it speeds them up. If it detects that it's cool, it ramps them down. It's 1 for noise and 2 for power. So, but I mean they're there for looks, not for performance. And running at 100% I think is actually pretty cool. So it'll help to keep the temp pretty constant. My daughter will have to worry less about things like heat because of it. So overall, that's great. I will see about including a picture of the system running when I edit this video. Next step is going to be the video for the motherboard install. So keep an eye out. And again, thank you for watching. And I love to see new subscribers joining and comments So thanks for watching, YouTube. I appreciate the views, and I look forward to seeing comments down below. Comments are exactly what I like about this system. I love having comments, so please feel free to drop me a comment. The only request that I have is that it be kept civil. As long as it's constructive criticism, I love comments. So if you want to drop me a comment down below, I love to hear from my viewers. Overall, the process on these fans was pretty simple. I would show it again, but like I said, I'm in a lot of pain. Next time though, I will make sure that the stuff is in place. But like I said, 4 screws on the back, 4 screws on the front, the 2 fans popped out. 3 fans went in, 12 screws, 4 on each fan. Ran the wires to the back into where I was going to manage them. In this particular instance, the fans go into a controller, which plugs into the power supply. Not all fans will do that way. Many fans will actually plug directly into the motherboard, so keep that in mind. If it plugs directly into the motherboard, you just route it how you want for the cable management and then plug it into the motherboard. In this case, they go into the back panel here where you can't see anything. The controller goes in there, they get plugged into the controller. The controller gets plugged into power for this particular situation, and then when I power it up, everything should light up. So yeah, pretty simple process, took about 10-15 minutes even in my hurt state, no big deal. So I appreciate you guys for watching this quick video. I wish I had actually recorded the process to show you guys, but like I said, it's really simple, nothing to it, and I think you guys will be able to get it without anything more than an explanation. So thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing comments from you guys. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. Also, if you guys want any specific questions answered, go ahead and leave those in for the next Q&A, which hopefully will be the end of next month. And thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and have a great day, YouTube.